He's not. No,
Oh, just play anything?
they're waiting for Isaac, I think.
can say hi back, can't you? Hi, New York. How do you do? That's a conspicuous crowd. You all look very chic tonight. I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and bright and so pretty, 'cause these shoes are on my feet tonight. They're so charming, oh so charming. It's alarming how charming they feel. Shoes so pretty that I hardly can believe they're real. See the pretty shoes in that mirror there. Where can that attractive feet go? Such a pretty heel, such a pretty strap, such a pretty vamp, such a pretty toe. Wow, they are stunning. They're entrancing. I am running, I'm dancing, I'm free. And I feel like Manolo made them for me. I feel pretty, oh, oh, so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and bright. And I pity anyone who isn't me tonight. I feel charming, oh, oh, so charming. It's alarming how charming I feel and so pretty that I hardly can believe I'm real. See the pretty boy in the mirror there. Who can that attractive guy be? Such a pretty face, such a pretty smile, such a pretty shoe, such a pretty me. I feel stunning and entrancing. Feel like running and dancing for joy. For I'm loved by a pretty, wonderful boy. Wild. Look, we're here, everybody. We're here in the room together and at home together, right? So great. The band, clap for the band for a second. We have a very big show for you tonight. We have me. Clap for me. Okay, thank you. We have my fabulous guest, Sandra Bernhard, who will be out here in a couple of minutes. But first, let's speak to another fabulous person. London Calling, I think. London Calling. Christina Blanc is going to talk to us for about a second. Are you there, Christina? Christina is basically Manolo's niece and also the CEO of Manolo Blahnik. Hi. How are you? What's going on, Christina? Oh, sound. Something's going wrong with our sound, but say it again. Say hi again. Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. We can hear you. Hooray.
We've made it work. Hello. Hi, Isaac.
Hi, how are you, darling?
Very well. Bolstered by my girlfriends here past midnight in London.
Right, it's so late there. What are you doing awake? Don't you need your beauty sleep? I mean, seriously, but no, you're very beautiful, but.
Thank you. What a divine evening.
I know, right? It's sort of like, forget Mother Nature saying quarantine is over. It's like Manolo's opening a shop, strap on your high heels, let's go, right? Sort of. A little bit.
Absolutely, and do it internationally like we are.
Internationally.
I mean, what an opportunity to put on all my glad rags and my favorite Manolos and dance around my house.
So fantastic. Or dance around the streets, you don't need a mask in the streets anymore, I don't think. But anyway, dancing is in order. Dancing is coming.
You can do it at home. Why do you have to be on the streets?
What are you drinking, darling? What are you drinking?
I'm currently drinking water.
Okay, all right.
With a dash of champagne.
Okay, well, there you go. Dash of champagne. A dash of champagne. Very chic, very chic.
Champagne to join you all.
Fantastic.
But after this, I will definitely have a bigger dash.
A bigger dash, a major dash of champagne.
Celebrate our New York store, my goodness. It was the late 70s that my uncle opened his first store in America on Madison Avenue. And we are coming home. We're back again at 717 Madison Avenue. And we couldn't be in a more beautiful building. 1920s,
so
copper
beautiful.
fronted. iconic building.
Major, major, major homecoming, darling. Major homecoming for Manolo Blahnik.
It is. And not only women's, but our men's. We have 2 stores connected.
Yes,
It's the
of course.
first time ever that we've done this. So it's our biggest store in the world, our most beautiful store in the world, and it's got men's and women's.
But do you have women's in men's sizes is really the question I'd like to ask. But
I think it depends what size foot you have.
I have a very
yes,
wide foot. I have a very wide foot. We'll leave it there. Okay, it's very wide, if you know what I mean. Oh, sorry, that was more. All right.
And if not, we make it. We make magic happen.
Well, darling, yes, we make couture shoes for the right clientele. Yes, and for all clientele.
For all clientele.
All clientele.
There is no wrong clientele.
No wrong clientele. That is what we're learning today, and we know since 1972. That's what Manolo has showed us. But
50 years. 1971.
Wow.
It was May the 27th, 1971, that he ran the show with Ozzy Clark.
Wow, unbelievable, right? And there were no steel rods in the shoe or something, right? And
no, he didn't learn. He's not a shoemaker. He didn't learn how to make shoes. So when he designed his collection for Ozzy, he just made platform, very high-heeled crepe rubber soles and forgot to put a pin in them.
Right.
And the girls couldn't walk in them because the heels would go under.
Right, wobbly.
In a rather dramatic way. And Manolo thought it was the end of his career.
Right.
And actually, everyone thought it was a new way of walking. In fact, that's how it was deemed in the press. I found the cutting books, and someone said a new way of walking.
Wow.
And I think it's rather amusing that an error created a new way of walking in the early 70s.
And by the way, darling Christina, I think that is the last time that Manolo Blahnik has ever done a platform shoe. Am I right about that? Because Manolo, the platform shoe, I mean, no? What? Yes? No?
No, you know what? I think for him, he did it in the 70s.
Okay, he did it and he was over it and he was ready to moving on for Manolo.
Absolutely. Always moving forward.
Exactly.
Always moving forwards. And this is why he's so magical, because he's constantly thinking of the next wonderful new thing. And whilst he refers to tradition, and it's in fact his motto, he's always it's his fantasy that keeps him excited and creative to the extent that he is. I mean, he's never stopped. I've never seen him stop. And
also, you know, it is his fantasy that runs that business. It's art that runs that business, which is the best. That is why it's so, you know, completely successful and great.
It is.
Right? Yes, it really is. I mean, I remember when I met Manolo, I was a mere like 18 years old, and I was at Perry Ellis, and first I saw the shoes he made, which it was very early on, so we really didn't know the shoes, and there were these little kind of pointed toe slingbacks with a little kitten heel, but they were covered in a kind of a stripe with a little rosebud. I mean, it was just Marie Antoinette sort of gone wild, you know. It was so beautiful, and I just went crazy. I still remember those shoes. You should bring those. I would love to buy those shoes. In my size, very wide, by the way. Sorry.
But Isaac, it's for me one of the most poignant moments of my uncle's career is actually seeing the picture of Linda Evangelista in your pilgrim show in the white pilgrim buckle leather mule. That for me is an image that will always stick with me.
Well, you know, she got out of bed that day, right? Linda got out of bed that day. That was what that was about, I think. We were just so happy she showed up. Okay, seriously. And Naomi, she showed up too. The girls showed up that day.
And so, and rightly so. For you, I'm sure everybody would get up. Still, when we're up, here we are.
Get up. Come on, London, get up.
We are up.
I know.
Dying to hear your show. I couldn't think of a more divine performer and special guest, I hear.
Yeah.
To herald the celebration of our homecoming, as you call it. I love that.
I know, right? It is a homecoming. Oh, come on, exactly.
In Lolo's wide, big and wide, right?
Big and wide, yes. Exactly. Yeah, fantastic. So I think we're going to
And
hear
what-
from. I'm sorry. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, what is your very first memory of Manolo?
Well, I remember him in this studio of Perry Ellis, which was tiny, 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 very chic, but very tiny, and beautiful flowers and Avedon photographs and bolts of fabric everywhere. And Manolo came often to the studio, and he always wore these beautiful kind of tailleur, you know, the Anderson Shepherd, I guess, in those days, right? Savile
Still.
Row, still Anderson Shepherd, boy. Wow, once a customer, always a customer, right? But in the tailleur and with the jacket over his shoulder because it was chilly. It was just a little too chilly in the studio. So he had the jacket over his shoulder, and I thought, gosh, that's chic, you know? It's a chic thing. But he was the most gorgeous specimen, too. Like, not only were the shoes gorgeous, but he was rather gorgeous with the hair, you know? Sort of, what is it? Is it Basque? Is it Catalan? Is it Spanish? Like Hilaria Baldwin? Is that the Spain we're talking about? Or I'm just kidding now, sorry. But
I think Manolo is not just Spanish. He's so mixed in everything that he does. I mean, don't forget, Blahnik is Czech.
right.
It's a Czech.
Well, Manolo Blahnik, it's such a beautiful juxtaposition of syllables, really. I mean, it's a beautiful phrase.
is.
Manolo Blahnik. Yeah, exactly. It trips off the tongue.
It is. It's the
And
warm-blooded.
not tripping over your
me-
heels. Oh, sorry.
Tripping over your heels. I hope not. They should be stable.
Yes, not like the Ozzy Clark without the steel, but
Well, I think he learned his lesson then, thankfully.
Yeah,
Because here we are
exactly.
today, 50 years later.
yeah, great, great. Well, I think we have a little recorded message from La Manolo, right? Le Manolo. Should we hear
Well,
that, or what do you think?
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you, everyone, for joining us virtually for this. And I'm sorry that we aren't able to do this in person, but only a little bit longer, and we will be able to. But thank you, Isaac. And
Thank
I
you.
really look forward to it.
Listen-
And I will be dancing in my heels.
Also, darling, thank you for this opportunity for us to sort of gather in one of our favorite places in New York City, really. I mean, couldn't be more typically New York. So I think Manolo's re-entry into New York is quite auspicious.
Well, thank you. And I look forward to it. I want everyone to hear my uncle's divine
Yes,
message.
okay.
I think it'll make you.
Let's hear it, shall we?
Thank you, everyone, for joining this evening to celebrate the opening of our new shop on Madison Avenue. I'm really thrilled with the location. I'm very, very sorry that I cannot be with you tonight, but I'm counting down the days until I can be in New York once again. You know, it was New York that almost discovered me. The crowning moment of my very first trip was when my dear friend Bernard Picasso introduced me to Diana Rillen, such a legend, such a woman. I was in a state of complete nerves. And her advice to me to make shoes marked the beginning of my career. It was an extraordinary time to be in New York. There was an electric atmosphere everywhere, and I was just utterly impressed with it all. It's where I met many of my dear friends who I had the privilege of working with, including Perry Ellis and Isaac Mizrahi, who will be treating us all to a marvelous performance tonight. Enjoy the show, and goodbye, and thank you very much.
Okay,
It's
well,
the best I can do, because I mean, I cannot read this shit very well.
okay. We're going to do a number now, really, sort of a thematic number. You ready? This is for Manolo, especially for Manolo. You keep saying you got something for me, something you call love, but confess you've been messing where you shouldn't have been messing, and now someone else is getting all your best. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. Really, Daddy? Makes you want to dance like this, right? You keep lying where you ought to be truthin'. And you keep losing when you ought to not bet. You keep saying when you ought to be a-changin'. What's right is right, but you ain't been right yet. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over Jimmy Choo. Oops, that rhymed. Sorry. Go for it, Bruce. I hope they're dancing in London, right? Full Nancy Sinatra tonight. You keep playing where you shouldn't be playing. And you keep thinking that you'll never get burned. Ha. I just found me a brand new box of matches. And what he knows, you ain't had time to learn. These boots were made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. All right, take us home, kids. Wow, sheet. Woo! That was hot, cats. That was really hot. Hot cats and kittens, kittens and cats. The band, clap for them again. Starting with Daniel Friedman, who is actually not only Jewish, he is Israeli, okay? I'm just saying. He is like a sort of a war-torn country in one person. Who else? Bruce Harris. Bruce, stand up, take a bow, please. That was a very nice solo. It was really nice. A little too nice, okay? Like, try to turn it down just a little bit. Benny Benack III, right? Benny Benack III, who is officially fluid. I'm sorry, have you seen his Instagram account? It's literally like, it's about pride somehow, and he's not. He says he's not gay, but I think you're fluid, darling, I do. I think you drink too much. I think you're fluid, okay? Who else? Oh, Joe Strasser in a gray, in a lovely mouse kind of gray tonight. Joe, recently off the market. He, right? Recently off the market. It's a girl. You with a girl? Okay, just checking. It's never too late. Always checking, always checking. And by the way, she's not here tonight. So, okay, sorry. Is she cute? How old is she? Older, younger? What is she? She's younger. Okay. Is it a good max? Is it a good in COVID? That's really, I think that's something to meet in a time like this. Then it really matters, right? It really, really matters. And yet she's not here tonight, so I'm just saying you could cut loose. There are no more masks. We don't need any more stuff. We can go for it. You still have time. Big Daddy, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Neil Miner. Big Daddy who, you know what? He defies jokes. You can't make jokes about him. He's just Teflon. You'd go try to make a joke about that big white person, right? You just can't. It's impossible. And now, my musical director, who I sort of don't really deserve. I don't really deserve you. He's such a great musician. I mean, if he had one more shred of self-worth, he'd be accompanying K.D. Lang tonight. You know, seriously. I don't know what we're doing working. I so don't deserve him, but. Okay, so we have a guest. Actually, before we have this guest, I want to tell you about these shoes I'm wearing. Someone said to me before I did this gig, oh, you should go to the shop and pick out a pair of shoes to wear in case you don't have any Manolos. And I thought, really? Excuse me, who? I don't have Manolos? Not only do I have Manolos, she made them for me, Couture. These are Couture Manolo Blahniks from like 1987. Check these out. Right? Can you get them on the camera? What if I don't want to, safety first, okay? I'm gonna try to get them up here for you to see. Can you see those? Little hush puppies. Remember these hush puppies? These are the legendary hush puppies, okay, that I asked Manolo for, yeah. And he made them, and the rest is history. I asked for them, okay? I asked for them. But anyway, so I'm gonna tell you this little story about Manolo and my mom, who met in my studio in 1987 or 88 or something, and she was so thrilled. Like, it was almost unhealthy how thrilled she was, you know? Yeah, he met her and he started screaming, fracas, fracas. You know this perfume, fracas. He loves fracas, and she wears fracas. And now she's like 97 years old, 94 years old. I don't know why I just added all those years to my mother. She's 94 years old, and she, like if I say the word Manolo to her, she just goes, fracas, fracas, you know? It's the one memory she has of him left, you know? Actually, I think it's the one memory she has left in the world. Yeah. Sometimes I have to say to her, like, no, darling, you're my mother, not Manolo's mother, okay? No, I mean, she really loves him, okay? And then, yeah, I mean, that's what he does. Like, he came to my studio, and he used to sit in fittings, and my mother would just wait around for him to come in and sort of look at fittings. And one day, there was Shalom Harlow. She came for her first fitting, and it was this miracle. They had just sat through, you know, a few very good fittings, but when she came in, he started to scream, Ava Gardner, Ava Gardner. My mother was like, Ava Gardner, right? Yeah, and then like they were talking about Xavier Cugat. They would talk about like these fabulous legends and people that you would never imagine were chic. But Manolo would talk about Xavier Cugat, and my mother knew exactly. They finished each other's sentences. Like he had these beautiful suits made on Savile Row, and in his breast pocket, instead of a pochette, he carried a little teacup chihuahua, right? And this, they were just screaming chihuahua, right? Manolo screams a lot, by the way, in case you don't remember this, but. Okay, I'm not gonna spend too much more time, but listen, before we get started, could you all take out your phones, please? Take out your phones. Yeah, you could, no, it's not to, you know, I just want you to follow me on Instagram. At home also, please, just take out your phones and follow me on fucking Instagram. I'm not kidding. I mean, I'm not Andy Cohen, and I'm not Lil Hobbs, the senior chihuahua or something, but I'm a very interesting middle-aged homosexual, and I deserve more followership. Manolo has something like 3 million followers. Did you ever notice that? And it's pristine. His Instagram is pristine. I don't know who runs that site, but it is pristine. Yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna get started with the show. I'm gonna bring out my first guest, who's so divine. Let's see. If there's anyone in the world who I need up here tonight with me, anyone whose relationship with me is so old and so like sort of New York and so much a part of like what we're trying to do tonight, it's my guest, right? And she has been a muse of mine and a muse of so many designers, including, you know, Chanel and Marc Jacobs. And I used to say to her, like, I was a little possessive about Sandra. I'd say to her, you don't want to go flying all the way to Paris to do that nasty Comme des Garçons show, right? And off she went to do the shows. But anyway, here she is, ladies and gentlemen, the divine Sandra Bernhard.
And as a matter of fact, I wore your clothes almost exclusively.
This is true.
For many, thank you, darling.
I feel like you should clap more for her, please.
No, it's an on-team setting. We don't want to, you know, put a unnecessary burden on our, you know, audience this evening. We are barely post-pandemic.
Yeah. Post-pandemic, but not post-panic, right? We're sort of we're like grasping on. Listen, I'm going to leave you on stage to do your fabulous
Yeah, and then
number.
you're going to come back up. We're going to do something together.
We'll have a little chat, and then we'll do a duet.
Yeah, you go sit down, you relax. I was trying to remember when I first met Manolo Blahnik, and I honestly, it might have been maybe in London with Andre Leontali. Darling, you must come down and meet Manolo. He'll give you a beautiful pair of shoes. We'll go to La Coupole. Matter of fact, I'm giving a little shout out to Andre tonight because I miss him terribly. But we talk every day. He's doing well. And, it's just so great to have New York be a little bit more authentic again. Now that a lot of people have left, they fled, they freaked out. So it's made room for a few more of the young, groovy artist types. My daughter is living in Williamsburg, working in a little cafe on Christopher Street. I'm so proud of her. She's making little avocado toasts, but she's an artist, and I'm so excited about that because it's just like it's next generation. Can you imagine me being a mother? Well, I still am, after all these years. And we're all mothers of invention. That's for damn sure. I'm going to do a song that really is like about the essence of New York City. Well, the artist was, anyways. The incredible Laura Nyro. She really brought all of the life and energy of New York to the whole world, and everybody covered her songs, and a lot of people covered this one. And it's great that so many decades later, we're still singing it. So this is for a fabulous evening, an incredible new Manolo Blahnik store on right here on Madison, which I went to the other day and got my fabulous Manolos, a kitten heel. And I'm so excited that, he's back, and a huge presence here in New York City, as well deserved. So for those of you who are ready to go out and dress again and have a glamorous, fun time, get over to the Manolo Blahnik store. Everything's half price. I'm just kidding. Everything's twice the price. I'm not kidding. Well worth the wait. Band, fabulous band. Look at these gorgeous men up here. Various colors and shapes. I'm glad to see there's a little bit of tokenism here. It's a No, I'm serious. It's good. All right, guys, we're ready to hit it. I was born from love, and my poor mother worked the mines. I was raised on the good book Jesus till I read Laura Nero, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait a minute. Here's the hilarious thing about that.
Tell me.
Like me watching you do that number.
Yeah.
I remember I once went with Liza, our friend Liza Minnelli, to see Lorna, like her big kind of comeback at the Rainbow Room.
Oh my God.
In like
I'm just hearing about that. It
1992
gives
or
me
something.
such.
I know.
Like,
No, wait a minute. But it was like, you're there
agita.
with Liza and she's watching Lorna, right? And nobody's watching Lorna. They're watching Liza watch Lorna, obviously, right? So I'm standing in the corner going like, going down a stony and feeling a little Liza-ish watching Lorna. Except everyone's watching you. I couldn't pull focus. I tried.
We're not sure. I think the band was watching you, actually. No. I'm just kidding.
Nice one. So, 1992, runway, Manolo Blahnik, New York. What? Tell me everything. Anything? Nothing?
1992. Oh my God, everything was changing. There was a lot of energy, a lot of energy, a lot of emotion.
By the way, it's like a documentary. We're in the 90s now, so we'll soon be in the 2000s, and then you can go home, and you will be home in time for the Golden Girls block on Hallmark Channel, okay?
And
Just
you'll be
saying,
like,
relax.
those two can shut the
I
fuck
know,
up
God.
anytime
and
soon.
now they're in the 90s,
That would be
and when the hell
refreshing.
are they going to get to they were talked about the
Okay.
70s, then the 80s,
Can you
now the
imagine
90s.
these poor people haven't been
Pride.
out of their homes except to go
Sorry.
to the grocery store, and here they've been thrown into this sort of miasma of like madness, pearls.
Nice word, miasma.
Yes, isn't it good?
Is it
Adam Lippis. If
miasma
it's good
or
enough for the
miasma?
first lady, it's good enough for me.
Yeah, exactly, right? Miasma.
No, Adam Lippis, my blouse.
Okay. Hey, listen, we're going to do a duet now.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, and this was
I need
actually,
to wet
speaking
my
of
whistle.
politics, Streisand did this, what was it, like whenever it was that JFK was elected. And she made this kind of
1960.
fantastic arrangement, and it's become legendary. And then she did it with Judy as a duet to
Right, on Judy's TV
Yeah, so
show.
this is pretend I'm Barbara, and pretend this is Judy, another Gemini. So
I
she's
need to lose a
embodying the
few
Gemini.
pounds, but I mean,
Or gain a few pounds, or I don't know
whatever,
what.
or gain and lose and gain. I'll let some gain. For those who speak a little bit of Yiddish.
A little Yiddish in the show.
A little Yiddish
A little
type.
Yiddish. A little
Oh,
Yiddish
yeah.
from Manolo.
From the
right?
British
For
to the
for
Yiddish.
Czech,
From the British
for the Czech part
to
of
the
Manolo.
Yiddish.
Exactly. From the British to the
Czech,
Yiddish to the
please.
Czech. Czech, exactly.
CZEHC.
Nice.
Check,
All right.
please.
Czech, please. Now breathe, because this is a nice number. I don't want to
Okay,
fuck
we're bringing
this up.
it down.
Don't
We're
fuck it
bringing
up.
it
okay?
down.
Bring it down.
And
a
we
little
are
bit.
taking you, we are
Celebrating.
transforming you, we are taking you on a transatlantic journey. A transatlantic
Ah!
journey. They.
Hey.
Hey. I'm going to sink into
Breathe
this.
it, baby. Sink into it. Feel it, darling. Feel it. It's like a beautiful fake fur that's just enveloping you, right?
From the Ritz.
Fake fur.
From the Ritz fur. When you're done running to all the places in New York you're finished running to, rush
Exactly.
to Rosh Hashanah.
In splendor and comfort. Okay, go for it.
I've got it. Forget your troubles. Come
Happy
on,
days.
get happy.
Ah, here again.
You better
the
chase all your cares
above
away.
are clear again.
Shout hallelujah. Come
So
on, get happy.
have a little cheer again.
Get
Happy
ready
days
for
are
the judgment
here
day. Sun is shining.
Together.
Come on, get happy.
Shout it now.
Lord is
There's
waiting
no
to take
one
your
who can doubt
hand.
it
Shout
now.
hallelujah, come
So
on,
let's tell the world
get happy
about it now.
We're
Happy
going
days
to the
are
promised
here
land. We're heading across the river,
nights.
Happy nights.
Happy days are here
Wow.
Wow, man, that was hot. That was really great. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sandra Bernhard.
I love you. I love you, baby.
I love
so
you
much.
madly. I mean
Manolo, I love you, baby. So glad you're back here in New
it.
York.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Yay! Wow! Clap
Thank
for
you,
her.
man. Thank you all.
So she said that thing. Actually, you know what? I remember seeing like the fabulous Nina Simone in concert when I was a kid. Remember Nina Simone? No, but wait a second. But she'd show up an hour late in some crazy thing, right? Some crazy look that was so chic, right? But the thing is that she did this thing once in the middle of her set, which I was so inspired by. She literally in the middle, now forget the set, she was in the middle of a song. It was like, you know, my baby just cares for me, whatever it was. And right in the middle of the song, my baby just cares, buy my damn book. That's what she said. I thought, what a great tactic. What a great sales tactic, like right in the middle. So I was thinking, you know, buy Manolo's damn shoes. You know, like go to the damn store and buy the damn shoes, right? In the middle of the song. I was going to do that in the middle of something. Then I thought, you know, no one's going to get the Nina Simone reference. I got it. Did you get it? Hey, listen, so we're going to do another tune now. How do you beat that? I mean, how do you beat, like, that fantastic duet? I don't know, okay? We're going to do a little re-lyricization that I wrote of You're the Top. This is sort of a little modernization of this, okay? And I do this sometimes. I write these lyrics for this song. It's an old Cole Porter song, You're the Top. It's probably my favorite, actually my favorite tune, just based on the title alone. You're the Top. I mean, how do you go wrong? You're the top. Okay. I'm ready. Ready, band? Count us in, Ben. In times pathetic, those words poetic don't really describe the gist and leave me feeling especially pissed. It's like a fist swung and missed. When it's on order to change Cole Porter, I will cautiously raise the bar. I'll risk your rating of my updating these things that should tell you how great you are. You're the top. You're a night in Paris. You're the top. You're Kamala Harris. You're the hands that clap for a Lizzo rap that rhymes. You're a cannabis vapor, a daily paper, the New York Times. You're the most. You're Adele's vibrato. You're a toast. You're an avocado. I'm a deviant act, alternative fact, a swap. But if baby I'm the bottom, you're the top. When I'm out dancing or home romancing, the shoes that are on my feet, they have to be either so discreet or very sweet or bring the heat. On this occasion there's no persuasion, we agree he's a superstar. I'll sing this solo about Manolo, the shoes that'll show you how great you are. You're the top, darling. You're a solar panel. You're the top. You're the Hallmark Channel. Like Sinatra's call when he's singing all the way. You're a shot of brandy, a heart-shaped candy. You're lingerie. You're the horse of the Windsor carriage. You're divorce or the cure for marriage. I'm a wounded knee, an STD, a flop. But if baby I'm the bottom, you're the top. Let's go. You're the top. You are wet-ass pussy. You're the top. Wait just a second. Nothing rhymes with pussy. You can disagree, but you're Cardi B. You're WAP. You're a gangster rapper, the great Frank Zappa. You're Iggy Pop. You're a green and a gender-safe place. You're the queen, darling. You are RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm a whore on crack, a Russian hack, a flop. But if baby I'm the bottom, you're the top. Let's go, let's hear it, boys. You're the top. You're a show tune belter. You're the top. You're a rescue shelter. You're a pennant race. You're a pretty lacy frock. You are Soviet Jewry, a microbrewery, or monster cock. You're a drug. You're the pills of Pfizer. Like a hug, darling. You're a tranquilizer. I'm a total fake, a gristly steak or chop. But if baby I'm the bottom, you're the top. Kick it up a notch. You're the top. You're a wealth advisor. You're the top. You're hand sanitizer. You're the recipes for my mac and cheese with ham. You're the real P. Diddy. You're Hello Kitty. You're Instagram. Like. You're Sanskrit. You're the Muslim Allah. You're the shit, darling. At the Big Met Gala, I'm a doggy's pee for all to see and mop. But if baby I'm the bottom, you're the top. Yeah! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Did you like that? Let's do another one, shall we? One more. You're the top. You're the top. You're something else again. You're a steak served rare. You're a prayer for Palestine. You're the golden ratio, the best fellatio, my Valentine. You are great. You're a constellation. Edward VIII. Pre the abdication. Wallace Simpson, me for eternity, a sop. But if baby I'm the bottom, yes I'm a bottom, oh such a bottom. He's a top. Yeah. Wow, that is a number and a half. Cole Porter, darling, Cole Porter. You're the top. You're the top, Benny. I know that's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of like performance pressure for you, but most of the time, I mean, how old are you now, 30? Oh my God, I was kidding. I was like, how old are you, 30? Thinking you were 23 or something. Well, maybe it is a little pressure for you to top all the time, you know? Maybe this whole fluid thing is gonna work out for you a little bit. Seriously, try bottoming, darling. Try, but it's much easier. There's no performance anxiety. The band, please, the band, clap for them. Benny Blanc III, who is fabulous, but not as fabulous, I'm sorry, as Bruce Harris. No, just kidding. You're pretty fabulous, darling. Bruce Harris, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Friedman, who looks like a fucking porn star. Look at that boy. Is he the cutest? And he has that name, Danny Friedman, like a certified public accountant, you know? I mean, what's that about, darling? And dressed in black in that cute little suit, I could eat you up. With the little stubble and the hair tousled and... I like my band, actually. I do. I really like my band. Joe Strasser, speaking of broken hearts. Joe Strasser, ladies and gentlemen. I am sort of broken-hearted, you know. I was going to do that thing I used to do with you, remember? Can't do it anymore. Remember that thing we used to do in the room? Yeah, I would leave the door open, be in a robe. The robe would be slightly ajar. We would have a meeting, and then, you know, whatever happened between Joe and I. Big Daddy Neil Miner, please clap for him. Big Daddy, I mean, there's something so crazy, and it fits, right? The instrument just fits. Yeah. It's so big, it just fits in that little niche, you know? You know what they say, darling. Big string instrument. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. And now, the divine Ben Waltzer. Ben, how do you feel tonight? You feeling good? So you're the top. Mr. Cole Porter knew a thing or two about tops and bottoms, and I think he wasn't kidding when he did that. But we're not going to do this set tonight. We're just going to go to the next tune because, you know what? I think that penises. Have you seen? They're getting a little bit too much exposure. I think we have to be careful with that because after a while they just lose their glamour. You know, they lose their mystique. I wouldn't want your penis to lose mystique, so we won't talk about it too much. Okay. Did you hear what he said? He said, I didn't think it had a mystique, but darling, to the right person, it does have a mystique, okay? Remember that, okay? Keep that in mind. But I watch porn a little, just for the interest of, not because but I want to see what's going on with the young kids, so I watch a little porn. And I think to myself, I'm going to do that again. I'm going to like lose 100 pounds and bleach it and shave it and get back into it, you know? And then I just eat more, okay? Yeah, it's a losing battle. Yeah, a few things that went by the wayside during the quarantine, right? Well, the West Side Story revival, bye-bye. Butt sex, right? Goodbye, right? So a few things went by the wayside, thankfully. Okay, so let's do the next tune, shall we? I'm not going to go on about that in polite society. God knows who's watching. Let's do the next tune, should we? What is it again? Oh, it's Borderline. Surprise. Okay, shall you start us off? Yeah. I want to lay into this, a little bit, okay. This is so divine. I love a glockenspiel, I gotta tell you. Something in the way you love me won't let me be. I don't wanna be a prisoner, so baby, won't you set me free? Stop playing with my heart, finish what you start. When you make my love come down, if you wanted me, let me know, baby, let it show. Honey, don't you fool around. Sexy, 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 sexy. Just try to understand. I'm giving all I can, 'cause you've got the best of me. Shh, borderline. Seems like I'm going to lose my mind. You just keep on pushing my love over the borderline. Borderline. Feels like I'm going to lose my mind. You just keep on pushing my love over the borderline. All right, so now we're gonna have a few solos. How many should we have? Who wants a solo? Okay, let's start with the great grand Ben Waltzer. Woo! about Mr. Friedman, Dan Friedman, CPA? Oh, he's using his elbow. That's perverted, but. Wait a minute now. I think we go to Big Daddy next, but clap first for darling Daniel. Let's hear from Big Daddy. Darling, I have a challenge for you, okay? Who wants to go first? Which horn? This is gonna be like dueling horn solos. Who wants to be first? Who do you think? Who do we want to be first? Well, don't take forever. Oh, you're gonna trade. Well, this is like spit roasting or something? What's going on? Sorry. Oh, sorry. I said it. Right, these are solos, not a Netflix series, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, the horn players, Benny and Bruce. Benny and Bruce. Who's left? I think we're gonna finish with the very sexy, gorgeous, and slightly thinner than usual, Joe Strasser. Let's hear it. Wow, Joe Strasser, that was the longest I've ever heard you solo in my life. He's obviously into it. See, he's been storing that for months now, storing it for months and months. Ready? Just try to understand. I'm giving all I can, 'cause you've got the best of me. Borderline. like I'm going to lose my mind. You just keep on pushing my love over the borderline. Borderline. Seems like I'm going to lose my mind. You just keep on pushing my love over the borderline. La 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 la. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, okay, so that's it. We're officially back in business here at the Carlisle. We're back in business at Manolo Blahnik Incorporated in New York City. Seriously. Don't you love booze? I love booze. I have to say, drink up, okay? Drink it up. It's like the opposite of an AA meeting in here. I'm like encouraging you all to drink, okay? Booze gets a bad rap, you know? It does. Why is that? So do drugs. Drugs they get a bad rap, but I say go for it, you know? I'm not kidding. I mean, what cocktail are you on these days, Friedman? Are you on something, or are you okay? Are you clean? Little something? Is it from the iazepam family? It happens to be. You know what? It's all about the motherfucking iazepam family. Okay, am I right about that? Right? You're on what? Diazepam. Well, that's depressing. That's Valium, right? You get a little sad from that, no? Not yet. Just happy. I was on Xanax. Xanax is my favorite thing in the world. I love a Xanax. But here's the thing, and then I started doing yoga, trying to kind of cut it down a little bit by adding things to my repertoire, like Pilates and healthy eating and bicycling and Klonopin, okay? Like, I'm sorry, but it does work, I have to say. Here's the thing about, you know what doesn't get enough? I'm just gonna say this right now. You know what kind of doesn't get enough credit in the world? Like little tiny, like sort of Tylenol and Aleve. Like, how much do you love those pills? Don't you love them? They're incredible. They don't get enough credit. I'm not kidding. First of all, the smartest fucking little pill, right? Like, seriously, like you take it and it knows exactly where to go in your body to heal the fucking, like, am I right about this? You know, you take a Xanax, well, of course, it knocks you out, you're dead, right? You're just so happy for hours. But I mean, the Tylenol knows that it's your left ear and not your right ear. It knows where to go. I mean, it's so fucking great. And I start freaking out like, oh, no, don't go to the left ear. It's the right ear, you know? Anyway, seriously. I mean, and there are side effects, you know, like even with Aleve, your kidneys don't like it so much. Yeah. I was on, have really, as most Jews, I have like really bad, what's that thing called? Acid reflux. You see, he knew. Acid reflux. From one Jew to another. He knew about the acid reflux thing, right? And so I was taking Prilosec for, you know, it was prescribed, and somehow my kidneys started to fail. And my doctor didn't know what the hell, and I Googled it, and it was like, you know, kidney failure. And I was like, thanks, Dr. Matta. Could you fucking Google what the side effects are, you know? And he's always telling me that Xanax is fine. Xanax, you know, there's no side effects to Xanax. Excuse me, okay? Have you read the studies? And he says, no, darling, it's a really, really great drug. And then he kind of lowers his head to write something, and he says, like, dementia. He can't look me in the eye and say the words dementia, you know? But I don't care. I don't give a shit. Serene now, demented later. I think it's absolutely fine. And you know what? If I am demented, just keep medicating me, and I will be, just keep into the sunset, right? Medicated into the eternity, into the abyss. I don't know where this all came from, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do our last number for you now. We have one more number, and it's adorable. I love this number so much. It's sort of a surprise, okay? It's from one of my favorite numbers, one of my favorite shows. And I bet it's like one of Manolo's favorite shows. I'm not going to tell you what show. Okay, ready? I love this tune. I'm going to do the solo in between. I'm going to do the solo. Here we go. You and me, we're the kind of people other people would like to be. Victor, Victoria, hello. Could you clap? Sorry. Wandering free. Yeah, you're supposed to clap when an entertainer. We present the kind of picture people are glad to see. And we don't care that tomorrow comes with no guarantee. We've each other for company. And come what may, you and me will stay together year after year. Won't we, my dear? We'll always be you and me. All right, I was gonna whistle in the break, but keep playing, because I just want to say this one thing about that movie. It's incredible, but you do, Victor, Victoria, right? You do have to suspend disbelief for a second, because Julie Andrews so doesn't look like a man in that movie. She's so, it's such a, right? He doesn't even know who's Julie Andrews, what's Victor, Victoria, who's Madonna, right? Here I come. And we don't care that tomorrow comes with no guarantee. We've each other for company. And come what may, you and me will stay together year after year. He's smiling. Won't we, my dear? What is it? We'll always be you and me. We'll always be you and me. What a fun set. That was really great. Thank you, New York. Welcome, Manolo. Thank you at home. Thank you to everyone. Okay, one more. Let's do one more, should we? The band, ladies and gentlemen. Should we do, what do you think? Should we do something easy? Let's do something easy. I can't, okay? I can't. I can't do a big sort of, yeah, let's do this. Can we? Yeah. You want to bet. You want to, shh. No, it's a surprise. Shh. I love it already. So easy. Laugh all you want to, but I'm holding on to you right from here on in. You wanna bet you'll slough me off, and I'll beg till you soften, and 10-1 I'll win. You wanna bet on me, call me a pest, but quite strangely you'll be impressed. It's destiny then, by and by, you and I will be. What a great duet. You wait and see, though you don't agree. You wanna bet you'll hold on to me. You wanna bet you'll hold on to me. All right, this is your last chance, sister. Go for it. strangely, you'll be impressed. It is destiny then, by and by, you and I will be we. What a great duet! You wait and see, though you don't agree. You wanna bet you'll hold on to me. You wanna bet you'll hold on to me. Thank you, everybody. You're divine. Good night. I never thought I'd say this, but good night.